certainly, to an extent, in certain areas, played out a little bit further than we expected them to. So, pretty glad about that. But at the end of the day, this is your T1 competition that Europe is bringing to the table. So, this is obviously going to far exceed that in many ways. So, we'll see as things continue to roll right now. Kills getting traded back and forth as a P1 at takeoff does typically yield, and it looks like gonna be a little bit of a stalemate off the rip, but it looks like Kings fully claim that hill now and are racking up that time early.
Yeah, complete control. Inferno through the vent, man, an absolute beast. Window control not going to be there for the boys over Kings. Yo, wait, hold the phone. Yeah, it is. Never mind. They don't need much. The guns are running, and surely they are shooting a real crazy like. There's a little bit of a lead gonna mount here. Neil from the window seal, looking to get his team back into the swing of things. He's going to give him a fighting chance. It's Shark now onto the objective. Kings are going to be outplayed there on this one, but it's just for the scrap time. Over to P2 they go. They're looking for the early setup. And they got their share and then some. 28 and counting. So it's going to be a little bit of a 10-point advantage and plus. The setup looking pretty solid here for Kings on this rotation. Paying dividends so far.
All right, well, Kings with a fair little bit of a lead. Nothing that can't be overcome for sure, but it is still going to be very difficult for Exclusive moving forward. Kings, not a pushover team in the slightest. They are certainly the #1 team that Europe brings to the table right now, and I would say consistency-wise, it is not even close, so... Well, we've obviously seen other teams, though, been able to topple Kings in the past. The likes of Animus, the likes of 117, even Exclusive at certain points of time. So there's chances here for sure, but I think one big thing is just how strong Champy had been for this lineup, and not seeing him here for today's games, and possibly not for Monday's games either, is kind of a bit of a miss for me.
Yeah, I think it is too, but, I mean, hey, who are you going to deny, Caesar or Shark? At this point, Shark has possibly been the most consistent player in all of EU. At one point, we didn't see him last season. There's no way you're going to tell this man no after picking him up here. We already knew it was up for grabs. Rotation going to be made. Caesar making just game-changing plays as they're going to snag this P3 rotation from underneath the Kings. Backside rotation going to be here for Marvel. He's the last man on the front. No, he's got one next to him. They're going to get the graces of some great spawn ins. Marvel going to be able to shut down your player with the War Machine. And nonetheless, it's King reclaiming the throne back onto the objective. They go. 10 on board for Marvel early on. Veer going to test his luck with an Annihilator as well. Oh my, Revenge Sir, best cold. Or with an Annihilator in this case. He's going to be able to find 2. The break is going to come through at Exclusive. Right back at the table. Putting their foot down here for the P3 retake. And surely could be a game changer. Nonetheless, scrap time going to be awarded the Kings.
Well, Neil was definitely trying, but unfortunately was not able to make full effort of his plays there. They were able to bring a little bit more time back into their favor, though, which could be pretty cool for them. You know, maybe we get a little bit more fight as opposed to how this match started off appearing. But Kings looking to be right back in the driver's seat, wasting absolutely no time at all. They're getting ready to cross into the 100-point mark here momentarily. Unless if Exclusive finds some big way to do something about it.
Ooh. Priest gotta be lagged, man. I swapped over his perspective, and he is not having a good time. Into the blender they go. Fallout, Inferno. Inferno! Okay. They're right in front of you, buddy. Just feed! Inferno is the beast! And you spawn on this side of the map, you gotta meet his claw. It has certainly made his acquaintance with all the players, and then some over Exclusive. My goodness. This Scotty is for everyone, not just you guys, and he is feeling it. Inferno now popping the Pretty. He's gonna find a double kill along with it. Hello. This one's starting to escalate rather quickly. Arsenal getting a bit out of hand. A 135 to 58. The rotation now going to be made late by 2. Shark going to be able to just slip away for the time being, but Creed had no opportunity to do the same. Exclusive going to be EMP'd there as it does come through in full effect, and my goodness, Kings just absolutely giving them the business off early, getting just every bit of the rotations down and packed, every bit of an advantage in the gunfights. Positioning has been key, and they have not lost many gunnies along with it. So Marvel's second time around this hill, this set of rotations already. He's got another Annie. Nonetheless, he is not going to find very much success out of it. But hey, Kings haven't really needed it since. So 157 left, or 20 seconds left here on the rotation. P4 over to P5 we went. And hell, man, it is not looking any better for the boys over Exclusive.
Oh, it is definitely not. I mean, Kings started this game off hot. We saw that one P3 where things looked a little bit all right for Exclusive for a second there. And other than that brief window, it has been all Kings all the time. Inferno dropping 26 on the boys right now. Marvel also on 22. We've still got Creed on 8. We've got Shark on 5. We've got Neil on 12. We are massively getting out fragged on the side of Exclusive right now. And there's just not much more to say about it. The amount of kill disparity going on right now
Shark's got 5?
Giving all of the map control over to the side of Kings.
Yo, are they all playing on the same Burger King Wi-Fi or something? I don't know. Not McDonald's, because we saw Mago. We know McDonald's has pretty decent Wi-Fi. It's got to be Burger King at this point. They cannot have that Wi-Fi their way. Vera, he's having it his way. 24 on board. He's going to be able to find a full wipe before getting wiped itself. This one not going to be over here on the P1 reset. You were talking about making record timings here in Arsenal Day. We might have just outdone ourselves. Well, at least Kings have. As the Pretty does come down for Grizz, he's sitting on 20, 31 for Inferno as well, but they're going to be a little late to the rotation. Marvel said he's got everything handled, though. Reservations have been made. Will the game shut out here? Only 40 points needed. With Inferno getting dropped, Spy now going to be the back line of defense, and, well, at that position, you can only guesstimate how long he could have lasted. It is going to be Exclusive, going to be able to open up with some few kills and a little bit of an advantage of their own here on the P2 rotation.
All right, well, big plays coming through for the side of Kings here, trying to close things out. Getting into that miracle territory for the side of Exclusive. Neil was trying to make the flank, but just becomes a victim in Grizz's three-piece. And Kings continuing to rack up times. Fortunately for them, if they control every second of this remaining hill without any interruptions, they can close things out here with that 0 second 1 point.
Maybe. I don't think so. I think it's still going to be 249. They're banking on this one inning as well. Maybe they are right. Maybe I am wrong. Ghost Tick does come through. No, there it is. 1 second's all that's needed. Raid going to be spawning on out there onto the backside. Raid going to need some help from Grizz there. The Predator does come through, and the line has been compromised in the backside. Shark, at this point, hasn't won very many gunnies, but is going to be able to stay alive and kicking so far. Marvel, next victim up, maybe. Flash going to come through. Marvel, going to give him a little bit of a do-si-do. The movement in the back line. He might be toting the AR, but Buddy is moving with a purpose. Veer now, the last player alive, chucks the paper plane. Here comes the Predator missile, and they ain't going to be enough to get him out. And surely it is going to be King shutting this one down in an early P3 break. And I don't know what we just witnessed. I think Mont may not have ended quicker, but let's just be real. That one was over before we even got into that second set of rotations. That was a massive blowout. And Kings might have had the better connection, you could tell, but had the better rotations, had the better gunfights. You're looking at Caesar went 19 and 32? Creed went 9 and 27? Shark went 10 and 30? What the hell?
I mean, man.
That was a brutal.
Brutal is to say the least. I mean, the kill discrepancy alone is enough to where I really think Exclusive shouldn't have got 100 points on the board. But I mean, we'll do some quick math here real quick. Plus 2, 16, so 18, 35, 44, 60 kill lead for the side of Kings. Oh my goodness. How do you even... Oh, man. All right, what was our second map verdict?
Slums. And we will get an emergency sub in. It's not an emergency. You're allowed to have one sub. But we are going to have a sub in. It is Champy in for Creed. As Creed, I mean, I saw him, bro, was like, I mean, he wasn't even connecting. He was fighting to connect in the entire game, bro. Every time I swapped over to him, he was either stagnant or just, I mean, just having the worst time. Like, imagine spawning in and you're rotating into a position and you're just getting gunned down. You don't know what the hell's going on. That's what Creed's point of view was like for a majority of that game. Anytime I spectated him, it was in a gunfight, you see him making movement and then you don't see him move and then he's dead. It was tough. You had no help? No, he did not. But, I mean, you could clearly tell that that game wasn't close and the connection was a travesty. We're not going to, you know, we're going to say that was the case. Would it have made a difference, though? I don't know. Champion,
I think it would have been closer.
I think it would have been a lot closer, too. But I don't think the end result would have been, you know, would have mattered. I think that was a pretty solid opening, and the rotations look good. Connection or not, like, I don't know. It's really hard to make a judgment on. Don't know about Shark, though. He didn't look like he was lagging, but he went 10 and 30, bro. That may have been the worst performance out of Shark I have seen to date.
Ever.
In his existence,
yeah. Let's make sure that's there. Ever.
Yep.
Yikes, man.
Creed says he is sticking around, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe they decided Shark needs to switch up? Give it.
I mean, hey, he was lagging the whole time, and they both put up the same amount of numbers. With the exception of Shark putting in a little bit more hill time. It's not a pretty game by any means. Okay, well, all right. That's bold. I love the commitment. Champy will remain on the bench. Exclusive will keep their starting 5. We're going to head over to the slums with an early 1-0 lead in favor of the boys over at Exclusive.
Defend the objective. They have the bomb.
I wonder if that in part is due to them not wanting to play Champy into Kings. Maybe like keep that in pocket for competitions to come. It's hard to say, but if you're having connection issues like that, you would certainly I wish you could hover over the players in the spectator client and see the ping they're getting.
That would be great, but that would just be too convenient and way too controversial. Imagine being on a LAN event and then seeing the ping that the players were playing on. That would just be so unbecoming, right?
Well, this is live, right? They maybe don't have to put that in the tournament client if they have something to hide, you know, but
I wouldn't say that's something to hide. I'd just say that, you know, maybe we talk about something a little bit more that we need to. Maybe touch around the subject.
Yeah.
Nothing to touch around here. It's Kings handling business open up front. I would say Creed does look like he's connected in and significantly better connection than he had at any point in the Search and Destroy, or in the Hardpoint, rather. And needless to say, the outcome does go in favor of Kings taking an early advantage. So, Inferno has been golden here on the spot. Grizz opening up with the first blood. One of these days, I'm going to spectate him, and he's going to do something spectacular, and I'm going to be able to say, hey, I saw that. This case, he's able to stay alive, which is much greater than what happened last round. He found one and he was done. Right now, he's going to continue to scratch at that wound onto the blue site. He's going to opt for a rotation through. The smoke's going to save him for a little bit, but nonetheless, Spy and Raid are going to be able to shut both players down in return. So, 2-for-1 trades make it 3-for-1. 3-for-2, rather. Bomb's going to go down nonetheless. Kings looking for the complete map control and divvy on out. Raid can't win that one. Neil's going to be good for a 2-piece. And all of a sudden, Exclusive. They've got the keys to victory here. They just need to get this defuse on out.
certainly
Perfect
going to be a difficult one, but the cleanup from Neil is going to tie us up 1-1. Caesar coming through with that defense. And Neil putting in some work right now. 4 kills deep already, 2 rounds in for this team. What more can you ask for out of your leading sniper talent? Obviously, Creed and Shark having a little bit of potentially what we could call an off day. I don't know. It's real hard to determine what I want to say this is, you know?
Yeah, dude. I'm just like caster cursing Grizz right there. Give him an opportunity to shine, and through the smoke he gets obliterated. Raid gonna follow the same suit. Creed gonna be on board for his first. Spy gonna be able to get the trade on out of it. Neil, though, on the back line, holding down the fort. He's got 5. That includes the 3-piece that he got last round and 2 here. He's not needed to do much more work. The defense looking pretty damn solid after that opening round. Kings. Little Mike silent after. Raid's got 4. Marvel's got 0. This is not the ideal start for him. We'll see if he can pick it back up.
All right, well, what a series we have going on here. This is the peak that Europe brings to the table, specifically looking at our competition going into Stage 5, which, if I'm going to be honest with you, I completely expected Animus to be in a Stage 5 position over Exclusive, but Exclusive obviously came to when they needed to, and, well, Creed maybe having a little bit of ping issues, but he comes through with a solid kill onto Inferno there, but unfortunately his team falls behind him to the likes of Raid. He's going to give the 3-2 advantage in favor of the side of Kings. They could be looking to tie things up 2-2 here. Creed definitely got some information. I don't think he knows there's 2 there, though.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the skins matching.
Spy.
Oh!
Rotation.
Perfect. Grizz, able to play his life to the fullest this round. He's going to be able to get this bomb plant down. Former teammate on the opposite side, and Shark. Grizz, he's gone. In the win. That boy's so very far away from where that plant went down. Raid now. Also going to open up a little bit of space. I don't quite know if he could hear that bomb being defused, and surely nobody does. Shark, well executed. The defuse, ninja style, chat. A 3-1. And that is a veteran player that you can't deny. I don't care if he went 10 and 30 last game. He's only got 1 on board, but he's single-handedly won that round just on the backs of being able to play at Cool Comic Collective.
All right, well, 3 rounds to 1 now for the side of Exclusive, and this has been their success story, has been their ability to come through and search and destroy and absolutely wreck face. And right now, we are seeing that on the defense. And again, we talked a little bit earlier about how this map has actually changed quite a bit defensively to an offense-heavy map that we've seen at least a lot of wins go through on the offense and substantially fewer go through on the defense as players got more and more used to this map. So great start for Exclusive, but who knows? Maybe Kings just looking to be in a better position on the defense. This is a different level of competition we're seeing here. Grizz barely going to make it out alive. This 2v5 ensues. Creed making the rotation in from behind. Should find a free one onto Grizz, but it's going to be Neil finding that shot. Now Spy. Well, he quickly folds to Veer. Oh, goodness.
No. Okay. All right. Exclusive. They got their game face on. War paint all across their body. In a very, very dramatic first 5 rounds lead them to a 4-1 so far. Last round on their defense, though, will it be a 5-1 or a 4-2? Caesar's going to be able to open up with the first blood, but that bomb's made its way over. We'll certainly see it get planted as long as Spy stays alive. Great. Going to be able to find one in the back line to make it 2. And he's single-handedly putting this team on his back. He's got 9. That's 3 in the feed. 1 more to go. Creed. Last hope. Connection. Not a problem on this one, but it's a 1v2. You got to take down Raid, and let me tell you, buddy, he is not going down without a fight. We'll see Creed reheal and regen and reposition now as Inferno and Raid both have key positionings. Inferno, though, going to get shut down. Creed has an opportunity. Let's see what he can do. There's a cross. Raid gonna spectate him. Go right in front of his face. Raid. Cool as a cucumber, man. Never lost focus in the 4-piece for that round. Certainly put Kings up there to win it. First 6 rounds in, Marvel has yet to find a kill, and that is definitely troublesome on the left-hand side of our screen. It's everyone with the exception of Shark, but he's already found a ninja defuse. So, I mean, we'll give him a pass for that 1 kill.
All right. A pass has been issued by verdict. We've now got a 4-2 advantage for the side of exclusive, with them having a 3-2 advantage when it comes to the player lives. And one thing I do got to say is I don't remember the last time I saw 6 rounds, round 7, into a search and destroy, that Marvel is sitting on a donut. So hopefully we'll see him pick things up when we get a little bit further in here. Obviously, we're on round 7, so we've switched sides. King's got the defense now, but the plant's going to come through for Shark. Shark and Very up against Marvel and Spy. Certainly could be a big play. Obviously, you can see the defensive position Very's going into with the snipes here based on the plant position we got out of Shark, who now has information. He gets 1. Marvel's down. Spy trying to make this flank in, but he has to worry about Varia as well. Oh, maybe he doesn't.
Okay, Spy. MVP of stage 4, unanimous. Is he gonna clutch? Veer, forced to check the bomb. He's gonna rotate. Veer's just gonna get Vapor. Look at it. He's done it. It didn't matter that he won the gunfight. The time played to a T, executed to perfection, and Spy just couldn't take him down. Very well played, my friend. And this one getting a lot more interesting as we roll into the second half. The results astounding, exclusive. Up by 3 as they took that one on the backs of Veer. Well executed, time played to perfection. Grizz gonna be able to open up with the first blood, and well, Kings already find themselves in a bit of a pit. Raid, who else to bail them out? Oh my God! Raid, I mean, just a remarkable player. Remarkable plays being made as well. Veer can't play time here. He's got to collect this bomb and plant it, or take all 3 out. He's got plenty of time to do it. 1:30. There we go. Marvel's starting to heat up.
It's not over yet. Ready up.
I mean, it took until round 8, but Marvel was able to get 2 on the board, and definitely a factor in the team winning that round. He could pop off and get a couple leading picks here. It'd be honestly pretty great for the team, because that is what they've been lacking in, is that early advantage that we're normally used to seeing them be able to acquire for themselves. So we'll see as things keep rolling on. But it's going to be Very coming through with a snipe to open things up. But Raid is just such a potent beast in this matchup. Oh my goodness. Kings answer back again, making this defense look a fair bit better than their offense had.
Yo, Raid looking like Veer from game 1. But he's fighting a closer battle. Obviously, that Arsenal was not redeemable. We saw it in rather quickly, too. Raid is on a bit of a tear. Grizz, concussed, got to play his life. Does so. Is made way over back towards cover, and well, with Raid behind your back, even if you do down or get killed, you know for damn sure he's going to find at least 1 or 2 in return. He's been a walk-in 3-piece this game.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking 16 kills deep right now, Verdict. We're on 10,
ridiculous.
Man.
Ridiculous. He's setting pace for two kills per round, and he's just
only
gotten better.
All right, well, things keep rolling. We're only 1 round down now for the side of Kings. Again, largely in part to just how well Raid has been playing. Hopefully we can see some of these other members of Kings turn up as well, because you're getting a lot of really evenly distributed effort on the side of exclusive. You don't have anybody at 16 kills, but for the most part, you've got 7s and 8s across the board, with 1-3 on Shark, who is having a little bit of a rough day, so we'll see as things keep rolling here what's going to happen, but right now, the 4v3 advantage in favor of Kings. Grizz is going to make it out alive. Oh, he does have a Caesar right behind him. There ain't no way. Why is he alive?
Oh, Marvel. I don't even know where that's from, but I know it's from halfway across the map. It is indeed. Grizz bringing the shots when it matters the most. 15 seconds. Not a winnable round. They had to stack up, and, well, Finnick just does not produce enough damage for them to even line up and do so. We're tied up yet again. Kings, down but never out. We're tied again, as I mentioned. And into the thick of it, Exclusive, selling the bag. I don't really say they sell the bag. It's just been Raid, who has been running rampant on this map. Disgusting performance so far. It's a quick hit over towards the B side, or A side we go. Grizz is going to find one, but Neil going to be able to quickly take him out with a Finnick of his own. As they have a little bit of deception. This bomb's made its way over towards that B site and is quickly being planted. Player advantage in favor of Exclusive. Kings, this one is for the lead. Can you reel it back in? Inferno says absolutely. Takes down one Shark. Gonna be able to end his reign of terror. And speaking of raids, he's still alive. Let's see what he can do. No. He's not. It's done. It's Spy. 1v3 style.
Wow.
Okay.
All right, man. Well, that's a big round for Exclusive as they now go on to map point, potentially, if they're able to win this one here. But it's not going to be easy. Obviously, everybody here on the side of Exclusive, a veteran to the scene. Same with the side of Kings. And, well, Spy may be struggling a bit behind right now for Kings, but we know what a leader Spy can be, right? It doesn't seem to matter. A crispy 5-0 round happens in a matter of like a 5-second span there? Yikes. Oh my goodness.
This is a tough way to go. That one ended abruptly. We're tied up heading into the control. 7-5 victory. Exclusive. Stepping up when it matters the most. No overtime here. This one ends in regulation. Take a look at the post-action report. Beast of a performance. Collective unit affair, as a matter of fact. You take a look at it. You've got your top frag in Creed with 1 bomb plant. Not even a defuse. 8 kills. 9 for Caesar. 11 for Viri. 8 for Shark. 9 for Neil. On the right-hand side, you had Grizz and Raid, and it was their show, and then nobody else showed up. I'm not quite sure what happened. That was probably one of the not-so-great performances out of the Kings this season.
117 now out of the competition. Kings, the uncontested front-runner. And Exclusive, I do feel like they have some gaps to make up here in the difference of skill between them and King.
Oh, I think you're right. Inferno trying to thread the needle. Skill gap, not very drastic, but drastic enough to where we anticipate that Kings is going to be flawless whenever they play. Grizz dancing circles around him right now as he's found his way through the fire room. Neil almost gets doused as well, but is going to be able to stay alive nonetheless. Finnick coming through with a beautiful Death Engine skin. That don't need a red dot. It comes one stock. It's not a... Is that the... That ain't the mythic. No, that's the legendary. It still looks pretty solid, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, COD Mobile has always been good for their skin designs, right?
Oh,
I mean,
right.
That's something that we complained about in Warzone, in our time of Warzone, even, you know? COD Mobile got all of the over-the-top, really cool skins, and they continue to impress. And, we were talking a little bit earlier, obviously, about... bringing that mythic Fennec back is, I know, one that a lot of the pro players are looking for right now. So anytime you get to see players like Neil bring that to the table, you can certainly bet that some players may pick it up as well and just absolutely roll with it. But right now, 11-11, 2 points of progress on A. That is going to get cleared out. And now 45 seconds on the clock for these two teams to fight it off. Spy pushing on up. He's going to find Neil. That's number 2 on the board for him. He's going to get number 3 on Creed. Might be looking for number 4 on Caesar as well, but Caesar with that Fennec. Too strong in the close range.
Oh, Grizz. You talk about close range, man, was feasting with the R9. And now we got a 3-5 in the life lead. Second tick of progress done. Third almost captured. Minute and 32 on the clock here. Kings opening up with something vicious off the rip. They kept their opponents out of the spawn trap, and that's the most important thing. Creed, an AR in his hand, now on the floor. Spy gonna be able to gun him from that distance, bro? Ain't no way. CBR. I mean, it's absolute disgusting gun to use, but to lose to an LK or to win against an LK, like, I don't know who to blame. Is Spy just that cracked, or is Creed just not that hot from afar?
I would say the latter feels more likely, but I could be wrong. I don't know. That's a tough one. I'm gonna have to think about that.
Well, I'll reevaluate it later on. Right now, Creed not having a bad performance, but anything better than that first game. Right there, he's going to be able to cross some up there as we see a first tick of progress going to be solidified. We will notate that the kills was the reason why Kings won that first round. They did capture all the zone, or all the points on that A objective, so we reevaluate the round, we go back to it, we'll look at that fifth round. If it does get that far, we'll start to see something. Marvel trying to make it out of the spawn. He's going to go ahead and pop the ante. He's going to find 2 before he goes, but his teammates finding kills on the flip side of things. This one not looking good. Once they get in your spawn, it is just, I mean, you're going to waste so many resources getting out. If you even do. 17-9 is the life lead. Ticks may not even be the reason this one is done. Is down to 5. Explosive just getting outgunned to the fullest. They're down to 3 now. Is Creed, Caesar, and Veer the last hopes.
All right, well, 3 lives left, 10 seconds on the board. Not looking doable for the side of Exclusive as Kings continue to tear apart their opponents. Caesar checks the wrong door, gets laid out there, and that's going to be the 2-0 lead in favor of Kings, who might be looking to close this one out here momentarily. We do get some extra action on the board, obviously, as we mentioned, with Exclusive winning that search and destroy. We have a game of 4 guaranteed between these two teams.
Game 4 guaranteed. Right now, game 3, looking like it might be done. There goes a claw. Inferno going to be able to get into the line of sights there, and the fire. Hello, someone put him out. Not a hydrant around. As he does find a complete white Creed, going to be able to pop one for himself. Grizz is just on a madman rampage as well. And the second tick of progress looking like it might be coming through. This one only a few moments from being done. Grizz and Kings absolutely letting him have it. Veer not too far around the corner, gets dropped. Grizz is an absolute insane shotgunner, and that's the reason why. Second tick of progress is going to be locked in. 1:09 stops. This one, just one more minute added to it, could be the finishing touch. It's Raid. Not going to be able to finesse his life for too long. As he does hop the hill, he does get taken down. Spy, now the only person there onto the B site. They're putting a little bit of time on both, so... Day, this one looking like it... Yeah, this one's done, bro. There's 3 takes of progress. 2 on A, 1 on B, and 5 lives on the left-hand side. Yikes. 9-day performance out of his exclusive roster.
All right, well, night and day differences, to say the least right now, is 3 rounds in a row. Offense, defense, doesn't matter. Kings come through. They take everything they want. There's 2 minutes left on the clock, and Veery's the last alive. I mean... Yeah.
How disrespectful.
Kings demolished Exclusive there.
They did not disappoint.
Demolished. Goodness.
Yikes. All right. We'll see if Exclusive can recover from that one. It's a KO. Absolutely knocking the lights out of the Exclusive players. This is what we know is, you know, capable. Kings look just downright like the better team. I mean, you break it down, the gun skill looks uncanny. And they have, you know, Exclusives added Caesar and Shark, and even with that kind of gun skill, the synergy may not even be completely intact. We'll take a look at the breakdown, what kind of scorecard we have working with here. Veer, 22. Still no help in the response. Goes double positive, and his teammates sold a complete bag. Neil, 9-23. 9-19 for Shark. And it gets significantly better from there. But on the right-hand side, I mean, there was no hope for exclusive. Raid was rampant, running around the map crazy. 24 and 12, 22 and 16 for Grizz. And that's just all that you need to know. Warriors, we're about to tune in and find out. P1 out in the open there on the fountain side. It is a little bit of a scuffle over there. But when you're there, you've got more to worry about, more concerns. Those power positions going to be occupied by several. And, well, Marvels, he's already in one of them. Veer off top. Can he get some help this round, though?
Oof. All right, wow. Bunch of kills get traded there off the rip, and exclusive actually off to a hot start on this P1, but it quickly does turn as Kings find their way back in after losing that initial gunfight. And we all know that P1, very similar on all of our maps. Very difficult to hold, especially with no score streaks, no operators, no advantage over your opponents, right? It's going to be that P2 that we are heavily looking for, and now Kings able to answer back, tying the game up, and they're continuing to hold this P1 until just now, where we have 3 players branch off and try to go towards new. This is going to give a fair bit of trickle time over to the side of exclusive, but Kings, they're going to be getting set up, or tried, rather, to get set up early for this P2, but most of which gets shut down. Does look like we have Raid and Grizz here on the point looking to defend, but we don't have any of our range attackers yet. We have a shotgun and a switchblade.
Ooh, speaking of the shotgun, it's Grizz. He's shotting it up. Is going to get shut down. The rotation now for P2 is locked down. Exclusive, hold the keys to it. On the inside, you got Caesar with an SMG. The Finnick looking crispy, but the break looked like it still could come through. Raid on the backside, one through the back line, and Spy might have just hopped up into Destiny. 28 seconds left to scrap for, and they are scrapping all ends. As we're starting to see this exclusive team finally starting to come alive. Nonetheless, not going to be enough for the retake. 2 players dealt with there on the point. It's Spy, the lone man onto the objective. So finally they swarm. They're going to get the last 12, and the rotation is where we'll see Kings make their time in now, as we see this one is going to come down to the wire. Still a little bit of a lead going in favor of exclusive. Is this finally where we start to see them come to life, though, Day? It's starting to look pretty promising. I'm not going to hold my breath, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't hold your breath on it either. I mean, it's definitely... There's definitely some potential in this matchup, right? I mean, we gotta give it what it is, but Kings, they're certainly here to make a statement, and exclusive are finding a way to answer back here so far in this control on Hacienda. This is our 4th game of the series, right? If Kings win, close out in 3-1. If exclusive are able to pull this together, we could get a Game 5 on our semifinals day, not even our grand finals night of the season. We're seeing potentially a grand finals quality match, maybe even go the distance of 5 here. Oh my goodness, Chris, how do you keep putting the numbers up like that, man?
Yo,
5 in the feed. Oh,
just hand the man the R9, and he is gonna make this lobby hot, bro. He is coming in hot. This is gonna be grief right off spawn, back to back. I don't need to spectate him, chat. If you want to see him play, just friend him in game and tell him to allow spectators. Just don't spectate him in a major, because we already heard some no-nos and disqualifications. Obviously, there was no ill will on that one, but that's about as far as we'll go on that one. Line's been drawn. Inferno. He's on the other side of it. He's got 4 in the feed. Finally going to be shut down as the office terror is going to be dealt with. Caesar now trying to escalate the situation, as they do have the top side control here in this connector. He's going to get the collapse. They're going to get the break. No, it's just going to be a slight contest. Inferno lives to see another round, and Caesar finally going to be able to shut him down again. And just like that, we've got a scrappy P4 where we'll see. For the time being, King's still in control, but this one a lot closer than we had anticipated.
Yeah, I mean, definitely looking a lot closer than our initial hardpoint did, for sure. But either way, it could turn at any moment, right? I mean, we did see exclusive get into, what, 113 by the end of the Arsenal, but, I mean, You know, we're already at 82. It's only a 15-point difference between these two teams. It absolutely could go either which way. It does look like Grizz is just an absolute feed magnet this game. I've seen triple kills, I've seen quads, I've seen 5-mans. Every time he gets a kill, there's a double kill in the feed. I mean, my goodness.
Mans just knows how to cover his space.
Yeah,
God,
it feels like that.
Man, just, I mean, the pacing, he just knows how to do it on this map, and Hacienda is not a shotgun-friendly map. We talked about him covering space in bigger maps indeed. And, well, if you can do it on Hacienda, you can basically do it on any map. This one, he knows how to cover the grounds, and, well, with him working it like the way he is, certainly putting his team up. He's sitting on 22, which is enough to lead the pack in the lobby in both sides. Creed, are you going to be another victim? Yeah. Yeah, he is. Deleted. Veer. Not even from that range, buddy. Can't hold a cup to Grizz. And shut him down right now. P2 is opening for business. 14-point advantage in favor of Kings. Looks like it's going to get a little bit more steep as Exclusive. Not really showing up to the party just yet.
Not quite yet, but they're, I mean, they're keeping things close, right? A break here could actually put them in the lead. There's plenty of time left on this P2. You do have Shark right outside. This should be a free kill on Spy. Somehow gets lasered as part of a 3-piece. You're telling me that Spy, with a switchblade in his hand, killed 2 of your homies and you didn't finish him off?
Yo,
when you had to jump on him? Yeah. Absolutely not. Not to mention, Marvel, you know, while I was going on my rant there, comes through the quad on the Annihilator. I mean, Kings are locking down this P2. Grizz, like I said, he puts a kill on the board, it's a double, triple, or quad. There's the triple, here comes the quad.
Nasty.
Grizz is like just being a monster right now.
Bro's trying to get his bedtime locked down, man. You can't be changing up this sleep schedule. Once it's down to pack, bro, it is hard to get back on. Oh, my. Game 5? Absolutely not, he says. 97 seconds on board. He is flirting with 30 already. And Shirley might be the only one to do it here in this lobby, as it is coming down to what could be a P4 inning, bar some fight back out of this Exclusive roster. Right now, they don't have the good side of the spawn. Caesar's trying to do the deeds in the back. He is going to help Shark come through. But Shark just absolutely annihilated as soon as he does spawn in. I looked at him for a second, and he was gone. Backside's locked down. They got to hit it from the front. Creed trying to get involved. Grizz. Grizz. Can't name a better duo than Gung Ho and his shotgun. Maybe the Bison whenever it had his day, but my God. Grizz is an absolute demon. It just causes so much mayhem to this team. Exclusive, just, I can't find a way to counter him.
Man. Kings are just on a different level right now in this matchup. Now, again, I do think part of it is, one, we obviously had Creed have some connection issues today, right? I don't know if that's still going on and he's just doing all right or what, but Shark is heavily underperforming for Exclusive today, and we're also not playing with Champy. Now, we did talk a little bit earlier about, it's like, who do you bench for Champy in this lineup? I mean, this is a lineup of absolute killers here, right? But I think you kind of had to mix something up here. Maybe we should have subbed Shark or Creed out earlier when they were underperforming, right? Maybe we have a little bit better of a matchup here. You know, we were talking about how much closer this one was when it was 75 to 87 or whatever, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's 240 to 110 right now.
Ooh.
We might not hit the 113 that we did in the first map.
No, and it was significantly played better. And, you know, connection issues or not, we had that discussion as well. It doesn't matter, right? Holy hell. Oh, my God. Game 4, a blunder for Exclusive. They catch the hands. Yes, we're talking about Grizz. What a freak. Downright terrorizing this roster. He made Exclusive his. Exclusively. Take a look at the Pulse Action Report. 36 and 16. 2 minutes and 17. Give him a round of applause. Champs coming through for Kings. 29 and 14 for Spy. 2 minutes 47. Another round of applause. Everything on point for the boys over at Kings. And that is going to do it for this series. Oh my God. What a game 4.